Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back once again to Fat Cat Collections. Pleased to share with you guys today another great electronic for your home, car, boat, wherever you may be that you want to enjoy a little bit of music. This is one of these products that I get super excited about. You guys know, hopefully, if you watch me for a while, I really love to get outdoors. And this time of year, I tell you, I'm just itching for summertime. I love getting out in the water and crabbing and fishing. I love to be outside. But one thing I love when I'm doing that is to have some really great tunes. And I've reviewed a lot of different Bluetooth speakers. And, there's a huge spectrum of a huge amount of price points when it comes to Bluetooth speakers. And I've reviewed, speakers that are, $12, which are amazing value, all the way up to several $100s. At the end of the day, they all work. But some of them are just a little bit, have a little bit more power, a little bit more oomph. And I tell you, a lot of times, if you're inside an office setting, you're in the garage working out or whatever, you can get by with a little speaker. But sometimes you really want to have something that's going to pump out some volume, but also be convenient. So that's why I want to share with you guys today this bad boy right here. And so this is by a company called Dreamwave. And I have to tell you, guys, if you're in the market for a Bluetooth speaker, as much as I believe in, in some circumstances, buying local, I know a lot of times it's nice to be able to get something same day, but if you go into like one of your big box stores and look at some of the brands you're going to find, they are pretty expensive. Some of the Mega Booms, the Beats by Dre, the Bose, you're paying a lot of money for these brands. And I tell you, there are so many other brands you can get out there that give you just as good performance, just as good sound quality at a fraction of the cost. So this one right here is a killer speaker. Again, I've reviewed Abram Tech. I've reviewed, all these different brands. I got another one coming in the mail. There's always a good spot for me to use a Bluetooth speaker. Now this is larger, so this is a perfect speaker if you're going to be using this to somewhere where it's a little bit noisy. And this is going to be perfect for the boat. Getting on the boat, cranking up those tunes. Sometimes with that engine really blasted at 6,000 RPMs, it's harder to hear the audio. This is not going to be a problem. This thing pumps out some serious tunage. So what do you get with this? So you get a super well constructed, very military-like, very I wouldn't call it tactical, but it definitely has that military OD green with some of that stainless or that aluminum on here. Very adorable. It's kind of something you might see made by Makita or maybe one of those power tool brands. Definitely a great piece for a job site. It's super adorable. When you feel this, it just doesn't feel like something that's going to break very easily. It's not made of flimsy plastic. The plastic that is used on here actually feels like it's not rubber coated, but it's a kind of plastic that you'll find like on a power drill or a power tool. Something that doesn't necessarily going to crack when you bump it on something. Power tools are pretty durable. That plastic has a little bit of flex to it. So I feel like this particular speaker has those qualities. You get that nice aluminum, which is going to protect the edges. You may scratch it, but it's going to be pretty hard to crack this thing if you do drop it or whatnot. You do have this pretty cool kind of OD green, almost like paracord strap, or this carry handle with a little bit of a rubberized grip handle for the grip. And this thing pumps out some sound, guys. Now, I don't really have anything negative to say about this except for one thing, and I'm going to tell you what that is in a second, but it's not a deal breaker. I'll show you guys what I did. So as far as performance, let me put this down for a second and tell you guys what you get. So this is available right now through the manufacturer's website. Again, the manufacturer is called Dreamwave, and they have a whole slew of different speakers. This one here is called their Rockstar Mini. They do make a Rockstar, which is kind of like, it's more something you're going to use maybe in a bar or a club. Like it's something where you're really going to put out a lot of audio. This isn't that device. This is something that's going to be perfect for the boat, perfect for, if you're going camping or whatnot, perfect for environments where you're going to need some extra volume. It's definitely louder than a lot of the smaller pill-style Bluetooth speakers I've reviewed in the past. And I've reviewed some pretty cool ones. This thing is awesome. Now, it does have built-in karaoke, so if you are a person who enjoys karaoke by the campfire, you can plug a microphone into this. It's your standard. It's not the 3.5 millimeter, it's a larger one on the back here. And then of course you have a DC in and a USB port, and then line in as well. Let's say if you want to hook your phone up to this, sometimes people, you're camping or whatnot, you want to play their own tunes, you can connect this via Bluetooth of course, but you can also connect with line in. Pretty cool, that you have the option to do that. What else? So you do have some volume controls on the top, power volume, mic volume, and an echo feature that really will help you get that perfect sound for your karaoke. Not really something that I'm going to be using because I have a terrible voice. I'm surprised you guys even want to listen to me. Just kidding. Actually, I'm pretty happy with the way that I sound. I have a beautiful voice, actually. No, I don't. So anyway, but it's kind of a nice thing, especially if you have kids or whatnot, which I don't, but thank God. But if you are a kind of person who does like karaoke, it is fun for the whole family, to sing along or whatever. Cool thing about it too is it can be used also as a PA. So if you want to go ahead, to the best of my knowledge, if you want to go ahead and broadcast your voice for whatever reason, you can do that with this. Maybe you want to do that while playing a little smooth Lionel Richie. Either way, it's got that option. What else about this thing here? Let me put it down here and just tell you guys right off the website, read you what it says. The Rockstar Mini is IPX5 weatherproofing, water resistance. You have 40 watts of output power, and it comes with a 7800 milliamp lithium polymer battery that plays louder and longer. Bluetooth 5.0 technology, and it does have, again, the USB port, which is great because one thing I don't honestly like about a lot of Bluetooth speakers is I like the ability to be able to just put the music on it and have it play. This allows you to do that with a USB stick. It also has your really easy to access controls right on top. Track advance, pause, and fast forward or whatever. So it's great that you can do this. I can tell you a lot of times what I don't like doing when I am on the boat or doing something that's, I just want the music to play and I want to come over and change the track, but I don't have to pull up my phone, unlock it, go into the app. It's just a lot easier to have it play, kind of a set it and forget it attitude. Only downside I have to say about this, and this is what I wanted to share with you guys. This is a weatherproof radio, right? It does have the water resistance rating of IPX5, and so you have this rubber seal in the back which covers your connections. Only downside to this is that the USB port is not recessed far enough in order for you to close this when you put a USB card in there, or USB stick. I think this would have been a much better design if they just would have used micro SD as opposed to USB. Now I'm not sure if this has the ability to charge your phone as well. I should probably put that to the test right now. Let me just see if it actually does allow you to do that, because that might be the reason behind the USB, that you could use it as a charging station, and it doesn't look like it does that. Let me just turn it on for a second here, see if that changes. Ooh, get that bass. Alright, so that's pretty cool. So actually when you do, so you have to turn the device on. When you turn it on and you plug in this case, my iPod right into the back, it allows you to charge your device. So definitely a handy option there if you want to, if you're going camping on the boat, your phone's going low, you can plug it in. Now, getting back to my point, I wish it would have added not only the USB port, but also a micro SD card, because if you go putting a USB stick in here to play your music off of, the stick sticks out quite a bit. And so your average, let's see if I have one here. Your average, naturally I don't. Oh, here we go. So this is just a really inexpensive USB card, or USB stick, a lot larger than you're going to get nowadays, but still, I mean, it sticks out quite a bit and you lose your, a lot of your water resistance. We're on the boat, we want to keep this thing covered up. Not a deal breaker for me, of course. Naturally, it is a sponsored video, so it's I got it for free, but still, it would have been nice if they would have done something a little different. And I hope a lot of these companies learn a lot when I do videos like this. They learn that maybe on down the road, they'll make some changes. I think what would have been much better is to basically recess that way in or make it sideways where the rubber cap will actually be able to cover this up if you plug a USB device in there, or honestly just put a micro SD card in there. Those are super small. You can pop your whole music collection right in there and seal this up. What I did in the meantime is I used a little tiny SanDisk, like they're the size of your pinky nail, little tiny USB cards or USB sticks. What I did is I basically just took an X-Acto knife and I notched a little bit of the rubber off the back here. So when I put that stick in here and close it up, there's a slight bump, but you still get a lot of the water resistance you would have had had this been designed a little bit differently. But not a deal breaker, of course. I hope that, Dreamwave, if you're listening, add micro USB card or micro SD card to this device. Add some sort of card slot in order for people to put their music on and just have it on there. You know, it's great to be able to have a specific music collection for a device like this where it's always ready to go. You don't have to worry, hey, did I bring a USB? You know, it's ready to go. So other than that, though, the device is fantastic. It gets loud. It pumps out decent amount of bass, louder than you know, honestly, you're going to really need. Again, that is subjective, but I've been very impressed with it. Some of the other features, let me just read you again right off the features they list on the Dreamwave website, and I'll put a link in the description where you can check this out and read more about it. Guys, you can get this for 150 bucks. It is paid via PayPal, which is great. You're always protected. And I think you can use your credit cards as well on this. Pretty sure you use PayPal. Let me know if I'm wrong on that. Just drop me a comment. It is available in a couple different color options. You have the Army Green and the Graphite. They sent me Army Green. I would have went with the Graphite. I'm not a huge fan of green, but it's still pretty cool. It's not a big deal. I think you're always safe with going with like black. But either way, still guys, I know some people are particular about stuff. When you're spending money, you want what you want. But $150 is an amazing value for what you're getting. So what do you get? 40 watts of premium audiophile performance sound. Again, that is subjective. Everybody hears something different, but it does get loud and it sounds good. Bass is awesome on this thing. You have IPX5 water, dust, sand, and snow protection. It allows you to, this is a great feature as well. This is TWS Dual Pairing. So what you can do with this, you can connect two Rockstar Minis together while playing Bluetooth, or USB disc mode, it says, and have stereo sound. This is something that I've done with a couple of my other Bluetooth speakers that are more of like home style. I forget the, what was it, Abramtech, I think they're called, Abramtechs? Yeah, Abramtech. And so if you haven't checked out Abramtech, they're an awesome company for more of a larger, like floor standing, dresser standing speaker. But this allows you to put two of these together. So how cool would that be? Hopefully, maybe they'll send me another one at some point. How cool would that be to have two of these on the boat, left and right, and really be pumping out the sound without having to put a stereo system, you know, in the boat. You always have something you can take out and remove. So that's pretty cool. 8 hours of audio playback time. Again, that 7800 milliamp battery, Bluetooth 5.0. You can use this for hands-free calling as well. Type-C charger, USB-C, which is good because a lot of times I cannot stand micro USBs. This is the Type-C. You don't have to worry about, for the most part, destroying the connection. It does have, again, the karaoke and USB music playback. Net weight on this is 2.2 pounds. So that's really about it, guys. Fantastic speaker. Definitely something that's going to get a lot of use this summer. And I encourage you guys, if you're in the market, I'm telling you, when you go looking, go to a big box store website and see what you actually get for $150. You don't get a lot. This is an incredible value, and the amount of bass this thing pumps out is just awesome for what it is. It is great. It's durable. It's sturdy. And again, you don't have to worry about, you know, damaging or getting it wet. It's awesome, guys. I can't stress enough how much I like this particular speaker. That's really about it. Again, you know, I mean, a few small complaints, but not a deal breaker. Not something that would make me not want to buy this. Honestly, you guys know I get sponsored products a lot on this channel, and when I get stuff like this, it just really excites me because I can already see the summer and the fun we're gonna have with this thing, cranking up a little bit of Pink Floyd or a little bit of Black Keys. You know, when you're out in the water, I mean, it's just absolutely healing to have some music playing and just be out there, all that beauty. Especially nowadays, being away from people and, you know, distancing, it's just amazing. So this is gonna get a lot of use this summer. I just want to thank Dreamwave for their generosity in sponsoring the video and sending me this. This is gonna get a lot of use. I can't wait. Now I will come back and re-review this product at a later date. You know, nice thing about owning this stuff is I can always come back, let you guys know if I have any kind of issues with products or if I still think it's a good value. I mean, honestly, at $150, you can get, you know, all over eBay no-name brand stuff for 12, 13 bucks, but which are good too, don't get me wrong. But when you want something that's just a little bit of a cut above like this, you start getting into a different tier. I would kind of compare this like when you're getting close to brands like, you know, Beats by Dre. Mega Boom is a huge Bluetooth speaker company that and I've reached out to them to try to get one, but I've heard them before. They're known for being bassy, and they are bassy. They sound great as well, but I'm telling you, for the price, for a Mega Boom, you're gonna pay about $300, something comparable. This is like half the price, so check it out. I wish they had these on Amazon. I'm sure they probably will at a later date. It's nice to be able to get something. If you don't like it, have the opportunity to return it. I'm not sure what their return policy is. I don't know if they list it on the website, but again, they have a lot of different speakers, and I really look forward to using this summer. Lately, I've been putting it in the garage, and I'm working out, and it's been great. So, guys, let me know if you have any questions whatsoever. I'm always here to help. Again, Dreamwave, thank you. It's great to work with you. I look forward to working with you guys more in the future. Drop me a comment, drop me an email. If you have a question, I can usually bump it up the chain of command there, so to speak, and get you guys an answer. If you like the content, do subscribe to the channel. I'm sorry I didn't turn on and let you guys hear it, but there's really no point in me doing that because you're not really going to get a good indication of what this sounds like over, computer speakers or a cell phone. So really what you gotta do is just buy it and try it. If you don't like it, hopefully be able to send it back. But I will let you guys know in the comment section when this does become available on Amazon. Again, it's really nice to be able to buy something. If you don't like it, send it back. No harm, no foul. So that's a great thing about Amazon. But anyway, guys, have a great weekend. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. And take care.